Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's been a little while. I just feel like I never have time to film anymore, and I guess that's a perfect introduction for this video because I want to be talking about kind of how my goals in January went, if I met them, if I didn't meet them, reasons why maybe, and then I also want to talk about my February goals. And I know that this probably isn't like an exciting video or something people are going to search for or be interested in, but in the case that someone is interested, I want it to motivate them to reach their goals every month. And it's also just a good way for me to hold myself accountable. So I will continue to make these videos every month, and yeah, so if they're boring to you, I'm sorry. Just don't watch these ones, and yeah. Also, don't mind everything in the background. My room is a disaster right now, and that's because I've been working full-time last week, and then this week it's been crazy. Zachary doesn't know how to handle everything else when I'm not here, so things are kind of a mess. Like, there's laundry to be put away and stuff, but it's okay. We're gonna get through it. It's part of our goals. It's gonna be okay. So just a quick recap on January. I did make a January goals video on like the 2nd or 3rd of January. I was extremely excited for the new year and all the things I wanted to accomplish. So that night I actually sat down and wrote down goals for every single month, and then I transferred like January's goals onto this board. It says February now, but this is where my January goals were, and I plan on doing that every single month. And I just want to quickly go through my January goals and talk about, I'm just going to list off the ones I did meet and then get into deeper detail about the goals I didn't reach and kind of talk about why. So the ones I did meet, I filmed a grocery haul video, I tried 3 new recipes, I made a cleaning video, I deep cleaned my floors and my fans, I took a spa night to myself, I had a mini photo shoot, I had my parents over for dinner, I remembered to take progress pictures every Sunday, I made my goal video, and I did my measurements on my body on the first Sunday of the month. Now that being said, almost all of those things I plan on doing every single month. So as far as the things I wrote on here specifically for January, I pretty much didn't meet. So the first one would be a teeth whitening video. I had planned to whiten my teeth twice a day, every day for 2 weeks straight, and film the entire process and show that process to you guys to see like if the product I was using really worked or how it affected my teeth and stuff like that. So that was my goal, to film that video, and I think I whitened my teeth like 3 days in a row and I just gave up. And the reason I gave up is because the gel that I have that whitens your teeth, you have to leave it on for 15 minutes, but it's like very, very adamant about you not swallowing it at all. So when you're doing it, you have to like literally hold your mouth open, so then you start drooling and it like drips down your face and stuff, and I was just fed up with having to do that twice a day for 15 minutes to just lean over the counter, and it just seemed not worth it. So I think what I'm gonna do is try to find a better product that I can use a lot easier, that I don't have to waste so much time doing it, and then film that video. But as far as January goes, I did not reach that goal. But that's okay. I'm not going to get down on myself for things I didn't accomplish. I'm just going to look at it as like a learning experience and see what I can do better next time, and see if I can make that like a February or March goal and try again. So the next thing I didn't accomplish was using my nail gift card. Like I mentioned in my last goal video, I wanted to use a gift card my grandparents had bought me for my birthday to get my nails done, and I actually scheduled an appointment like 3 different times and had to cancel all 3 times because of like job interviews and starting jobs and just things that kept coming up, and it never worked out for me to get my nails done. Now with my work schedule finally coming into place, like figuring out what days I'll be off, I think I'm really going to be able to schedule an appointment now and not have anything interfere. So I am going to add that to my February list, but it just didn't get done for January. But it's not a big deal. Like, it's just getting your nails done. Like, it's really not that serious. Another one I did not accomplish was signing up for a new gym membership. Zachary and I really wanted to get back into the gym this month and really start strong, and I'm gonna be honest, I went to the gym I think 3 times this month, like at the actual gym, and I probably worked out at home like 3 times, so like a total of 6 workouts for the entire month. And I think Zachary went to the gym with me twice. So that did not work out. And when I say the gym, I'm talking about the apartment gym. But our goal was to sign up for like an actual gym and go 4 or 5 times a week, and it just never happened. And I realized that there's no need for me to spend money on one when my schedule is just getting more and more hectic. I'd rather just do workouts in my apartment or at the apartment gym, because I feel like it's better than nothing. But I don't think it'd be worth it to pay a monthly gym membership to barely ever be able to go. And then the last goal I did not meet for January is buying a mop. And as silly as that sounds, I really wanted to buy a mop to better deep clean our floors. And I was looking on Amazon at different ones and stuff, and honestly the better quality ones were only as low as like $30, and in my mind it's just not worth it to spend $30 on a mop that I'm only going to use like once a month. So I decided against it, and I decided I would just clean my floors with what I have more often, instead of choosing like a day to like deep clean them with like a mop. I'll just clean them more often, so then a deep cleaning won't really be necessary, if that makes sense. So those were all of my January goals that I met and did not meet. And now the fun part, I want to get into my February goals. And like I said, a lot of the goals from January are rolling over into February because they're things I want to do every month, like a cleaning video, having my parents over for dinner, basic things like that. So I'm only going to talk about the things that are specific to February. And I might go into detail about why I want to reach those goals, and maybe even how I'm going to reach them, in case you guys have something similar. You can see on my end like what I plan on doing, and maybe you guys can use that as like a plan of action for yourself too. Okay, so the first thing I have on my goal list for February that's specific to February is I want to do a 1-month squat challenge. And this probably sounds like stupid and basic, but I decided at the beginning of the year that every single month I want to do like a 30-day fitness something, like something related to fitness, but focus on a specific part of the body or like a specific muscle group. So I looked through like Pinterest and YouTube and stuff and found like 30-day challenges for different muscle groups, and I'm going to film me doing those things and then show the progress over the 30 days and then give you guys a video like, oh, I did squats for 30 days, this is what happened type of video, just to make sure like I'm keeping myself active by like moving every day, even if it's just doing squats, like that's doing something. And also just to learn more about like how the muscles in our body works and just how our body works in general, I'm really interested in. So I thought this would be like a really cool video concept. So every single month I'm going to be doing a different one, but specifically for February I'm going to do a squat challenge. And I think I have one saved from Pinterest, but once I get the video up I will give you guys the link to whatever I use, so that if you guys want to do it, you can do it too. The next one I have on here for February is finishing my art appreciation course for school. I don't know if you guys know, some of you newer people might not know, but I go to school online and it's called Penn Foster, and it's a very different system the way that they run their semesters. So basically you pay for your entire semester up front. It's actually 6 courses for your first semester instead of like 4 or 5, but you're not allowed to do all your courses at once. You have to go in order, so like you have to complete the first class and then complete the second class, so on and so forth. And so I'm on my last class right now. Actually, back up. So they give you 6 classes, and per semester they give you an entire year to complete it. So I'm only going for my associate's degree, so typically that would take someone 2 years, but they're giving us 4 years because it's 4 semesters and it's a year per semester. So I already have a lot of time, and me being the procrastinator that I am, I got to my year limit and I had to spend an extra $500 to get a 6-month extension basically. So I'm already well into my extension and really need to get my butt in gear. And this art appreciation course is the last one that I need to take and finish. So my goal is to finish it during this month of February, just to get it out of the way, take my final exams, and then move on to my second semester, because boy, I'm ready. So my next goal is to try a meal delivery service. I've been wanting to try this for a long time, and Zachary's always said like, no, it's too expensive, it's not worth it, but I feel like to just try it one time, it would be worth it, and I would film the experience for you guys with that as well. And I would probably do like a 3 or 4 day meal kit, so we would have dinner for 3 or 4 days and just test out the recipes, see what the process is like with the shipping and the ordering and the cooking, and obviously the quality of the food and stuff. I think it would be really cool. I think I want to do HelloFresh, but I'm a little bit nervous because I have so many food allergies. I've been on their website before and I don't recall there being certain things you could mark like I'm allergic to this type of thing. So if you guys know of meal delivery services where you can do that, like I know there's ones that's like, I'm vegan, or I want low carb, like stuff like that, but those are more of like health goals, not so much like allergies, like I cannot eat this. So let me know if you guys have heard of any other meal services where you can like literally say, do not give me soy, do not give me coconut, do not give me cashews, stuff like that, just so I can know that everything I'm getting in my box I can eat, instead of like getting my box and then being like, wow, I can't eat half of this stuff type thing, you know? So if you guys know of one, just let me know, that'd be cool. If not, I'll do my research. But yeah, I really want to try a meal delivery service this month just to see if it's like worth it. Another thing I have on my list to do this month is to fix our toilet seat and our lights. We've lived in this apartment for basically a year now. It'll be a year on February 9th. And I would say 3 or 4 months ago, our dining room lights and our bedroom lights both burnt out, and since then we just haven't gotten it fixed because the maintenance guys will do it for free, but we have a dog and we're not supposed to have the dog and we don't want to deal with it, so we've just left it because we didn't really want to buy the bulbs ourselves when someone else could do it for free. But we've decided to just freaking do it. Like, light bulbs aren't really that expensive, and it's really nice to have like lights in your house. And then the toilet seat Zachary broke a few months ago. I put that in a couple vlogs and we just never fixed it. We just never bought a new toilet seat for some reason. So I want to go get that too, just like make a quick trip to Home Depot to get lights and a toilet seat, which seems so simple, yet we've put it off for months and months. So I had to write it down as a goal to make sure I'll actually do it. The next thing on my list is money. It's about money, and it's probably kind of personal. I don't know if I should be sharing my finances like this online, but I feel like you guys know my situation with not working for 8 months and just struggling with jobs and starting jobs and leaving jobs and just having like an entire mess. So I feel like you guys already know the backstory, which makes me feel comfortable sharing this. So another goal I have is to be able to put $500 back into my savings this month. And that probably seems like such a small number to most people who work normally, because I know a lot of people will just like put a portion of their check into their savings every month, and it's just like normal, or every week or whatever. But like I said, I've been unemployed for 8 months, and so I've just been digging through my savings, just like literally blowing. I blew 2/3 of my savings during the 8 months that I was unemployed, and that was basically just paying like my car insurance and like my credit card and like normal stuff I have to pay for. And Zachary was paying literally all of our bills and groceries and rent and everything. So technically I need to pay him back for all of that. Even though we live together, I feel like it's not fair for him to pay for everything just because I was unemployed. So I feel obligated to give him his half of the money back that he was paying for me. So once I start getting paid, I'll get my first paycheck this Friday. Woo woo. But once I start getting paid, my goal is to pay him back and pay my savings back. So I really want to be able to put $500 back into my savings this month, even if it's only $500. Obviously, I'd love to put more in there if possible, and I will if possible, but kind of my main priority is paying Zachary back. So we'll see, but that is a goal, and that was really personal, and I don't know if I should have shared that with you guys, but I did, and so please don't like look at it the wrong way or something. I don't know, I'm so nervous about that. And then the last goal I have on here for February is to try to become full-time at work. And you guys might be confused because I literally just said a few clips ago that I've been working full-time for 2 weeks, and that's because I've been training. So I was hired as a part-time associate, which is less than 30 hours per week, but for training you're required to be full-time because that's just when the training hours are. It's 9 to 5:30 every day for the first 2 weeks. And then for our 3rd week, we're going to be working 4 days, but those 4 days are also like 8.5-hour shifts, so they're full-time as well. So I'm basically working my first 3 weeks full-time, but then after that, I'm just a part-time associate. And I've discovered that it would just make so much more sense to just go full-time. Yes, it's going to be harder to keep up with the apartment, and it's going to be harder to catch up on schoolwork, but the way that I've been losing money so quickly from not working is like really not good, and I think it'd be the best option to work as much as possible, especially because we want to buy a house in a year. That's one of my goals too. I don't know if it's actually possible, but it's a goal to set. Hey, if I don't reach it, at least I tried, and I can just keep trying. But if I do reach it, I'll be that much more excited that it only took me a month to do that, you know? So I thought it would be cool to set that like as a goal, have it written down, and it's gonna feel really, really good if I can like check it off my list. So that's all my goals, you guys. I'm sorry if this video bored you, because I'm sure it probably did for a lot of people. Most people probably clicked out already and have no idea that I'm saying this right now. But for those of you that stayed and watched, thank you so much. I hope you maybe got some ideas or some inspiration. I just really want to keep the idea of goals in my mindset throughout the entire year. I know everyone talks about goals in January, and by January 4th everyone's already forgotten. I really told myself like this year I will not do that. I will set goals every single month, and every single week I set goals as well. I just don't share those with you guys because I just transfer like a couple from the list into that week, you know, to make it more of like a schedule. But I just really, really want to keep this mindset of goals and goal reaching throughout the entire year, just to keep myself on track and to figure out how much you really can accomplish in just 1 year or 1 month or 1 week or whatever. So that's why I'm really doing this little series of like goals every month. So if it helped you guys in any way, I'm really glad. I hope that it did, and if not, I'm sorry, but this is really cool for me to have to look back on as well. So that's enough rambling. If you stayed till the end, thank you so much for watching. I really, really appreciate you. If you are subscribed already, I really appreciate you so much. Like, thank you so much for supporting me and following my channel. If you're not yet subscribed, please feel free to do so. It's free to subscribe. Just press the red subscribe button and then click the little bell notification so you'll be notified whenever I post. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up as well. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!